Hey guys, it's Aditya here again for Tilted Technology, and today I'm going to be giving you guys not really a tutorial, but telling you guys, or giving you guys a list of parts basically that you can use to build a Hackintosh for under $500. Now that is a very competitive price when it comes to computers, when it comes to building your own computer or buying a laptop computer or even a new desktop computer. And I think that this is probably a good way to go if you guys are trying to get into the Mac world as well, unless you'd rather spend an extra $100 to $200 actually, and pick yourself up a Mac Mini, which is the most basic as well as the cheapest Macintosh computer that you can buy straight from Apple. But if you guys aren't confident enough to do this, and it isn't too difficult from what I've heard, building your own computer is a very good option. So today I'm going to be giving you guys a list of the parts that you can use to build your own Hackintosh computer. All the links to the products are in the description of this video, and so let's get straight on into the video. Now I have all these parts listed out on my iPhone, so if you see me casually glancing down, it's just because I'm reading out the list of parts. I made this up. So we're going to start with our motherboard. Now we're going to be using the Gigabyte Z77 DS3H. Now the reason this is a pretty cool motherboard is it's a full-size motherboard, and it makes use of all the available inputs and outputs. It even comes with two USB 3.0 ports, which is fairly nice, and I think it should suffice well enough for a fairly basic computer. Now the next thing we're going to be looking at, of course, is a processor. Now the one I've decided to pick for this build specifically is the Intel Core i3, and the version I would pick is the 3225 because you can actually overclock it and bump up its performance a little bit in the BIOS before you actually install your Mac OS onto your computer. Now to the RAM, you can basically use any generic RAM. I would recommend 8 gigabytes. You could go over that, but that will bump up the price a little bit. But 8 gigabytes is essentially the sweet spot for building a mid to high-end computer. Now I'll be leaving a link in the description for 8 gigabytes of Corsair Vengeance RAM. This is used by a lot of people and has pretty good reviews, and so I'm going to put it down there. Now another product by Corsair, and essentially one of the most important parts to this build, is a power supply, and I would recommend the 500 watt Corsair CX power supply because recently it has come down in price, and it is more than enough to power this entire build quite easily, and still have enough left over just for whatever, if you guys would like to add extra fans later in the build, etc. Now for a hard drive, I was actually thinking of putting in a solid state drive to give you the best experience possible, but for someone who's just getting into a Mac or their basic computer, I think a traditional hard drive should suffice, and so I've decided to include a faster version of a hard drive, and so the hard drive I've picked is the Seagate Barracuda, the 1 terabyte drive. It's a 7200 RPM drive, I believe, so it is faster than the traditional 5400 RPM drives, but if you guys would like, as an external upgrade or an additional upgrade rather, you guys can actually purchase an SSD. Now the one I would recommend is the OCZ Vertex Max IOPS Edition, Vertex 3 Max IOPS Edition. Again, the link is in the description if you guys would like to go check that out. Now finally, we're going to be looking at a product that's fairly important, the case of the computer, where you're going to mount the whole thing. Now at the time of making this video, I actually haven't decided which one I'm going to use, so the one I've chosen, or the one I will have chosen by the time this video has been made, is in the description below, so go ahead and check that out. Now again, that's basically about it for this video, guys. Those are all the products that you guys are going to need to put together this build. If I can actually raise the money or collect enough money, maybe somewhere towards summer of this year, I will actually try to build this computer or whatever is the latest in terms of products available to put into the build at that current time. I'll actually put up a tutorial on how to build the computer. Anyway guys, again, that's about it for this video. I do hope that you guys enjoyed it and that you found it informative, or it helped some of you out. If it did, it would be awesome if you guys could leave this video a like rating by hitting the little thumbs up button in the bottom left hand corner of this video. And of course, to stay updated with all my latest content, please do remember to hit subscribe. Anyway, thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye.